a little extra excitement for you tonight. It's the first game of the NBA Cup. I'm Brian Anderson. With me tonight, Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, with Allie LaForce joining us courtside. Now let's take a look at the Rockets' opening lineup. Inside, Smith and Şengün. Thompson out there with Kevin Durant. And it's Eason in at the 3. And for the Spurs, at the forward slots, it's Vassell and Barnes. Fox at the 1 with Castle at the 2. And it's Wembanyama in at the 5. For both teams, this is the first game of their NBA Cup campaign. The goal is to make it out of the group stage.
Yeah, B.A. 4 teams in each conference that make it. It's the 3 group winners plus a wild card. So also keep in mind, point differential could be a key in advancing.
Now here's Smith. Back to Durant. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama. And it's the Spurs ball. Knocked loose. Ooh, stolen by Smith. Victor Wembanyama grabs the board. Now the Spurs moving it up the floor. Fox with the ball. Durant covering. Vassell passes to Fox. Into the lane. And it's Fox with the jam.
Explosive move by Fox, and if you're the defense, you've got to come to expect that.
Smith outside. Pass to Şengün. 6 on the shot clock. Late clock. Houston's got to hurry. From outside the arc. Rebounded by the Spurs.
Oh, wow. Okay, we're going to start the game with 4 straight misses. Look, that's about as rough as it gets. It'll get going soon.
Stolen by Thompson. For Houston, they've gone 0 for 4, missing their first 4 attempts. Here's Durant. Count it. And that shot gets him in the books. He's 1 for 3.
And finally, a made shot. They look a little relieved after that one.
Pass to Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down hard.
Ooh, Wembanyama with the mean finish.
Well, when you talk about De'Aaron Fox, what makes him such a lethal player, Richard?
Well, for starters, it's his combination of speed and shooting. Still one of the fastest players in this league. And the exciting thing about him, Fox is just now entering into the prime of his career.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Well, when Wemby is hitting those, it's a great sign for the offense and a nightmare for the opposition.
All right, let's take a look back at last season and see the teams who collected the most second chance points. Number 1, Houston.
And it was just great watching them be so assertive on the offensive glass. This is a team that trusted in their ability to keep possessions alive last season.
Smith passes to Şengün. Over Wembanyama. And too long on the shot.
Well, some trips you get the shot you want, it just doesn't fall. I'd go back to him in that area on the floor.
Yeah, the dunk by Wemby might be the most effortless dunk you'll see.
Rockets trail by 5. And it's Stephon Castle with a foul. That's his first foul. Fred VanVleet is checked in for the Rockets.
First team foul. Rocket substitution.
And here's Durant. Last game with 30. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Shots good by Thompson.
And this is big for Thompson's confidence. He needs to keep hitting from downtown.
Fox against VanVleet. That shot missing. The Rockets have gone 3 of 8 so far. Pass to Şengün. Fires from deep. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama. Tries to save it. And so it looks like it'll be Houston's ball. And Houston will go for a different look here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Şengün. Green comes in for Eason. Finney-Smith's checked in for Durant. And it's Shepherd in for Amen Thompson. Here's Shepherd. 4 on the clock. Launches a 3. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama.
With great mobility in the 8-foot wingspan. Yes, 8 foot. Wembanyama easily wipes that shot away.
Tate's checked in for Green. Wembanyama scanning the floor. Castle outside. 1:14 left in the first quarter. Outside for Wembanyama. The basket's good off the assist from Fox. Fox has got 3 assists tonight.
Talk about putting a team on your back. He has been dominant this quarter, and I don't think they are winning without him.
And that one good.
Inside, Capella's physical ability makes the difference. He can get vertical, bump with you, whatever it takes.
Barnes, great positioning on the putback.
Woo, hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
And Van Vliet has got the ball here for the Rockets, trailing by 5. And going against San Antonio, their first meeting of the year.
And despite the difference in talent level, these teams were fairly evenly matched last year.
Houston shooting their first free throw attempt on the night, and the technical free throw missing that time. They'll retain possession here, however. Şengün checked in for Tate. Down low. The kick out to Van Vliet. There's the drive. Shot clock at 6.
Oh, stopped at the rim. Victor using his reach to shut that bad boy down.
And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
First personal.
This is his first opportunity at the line this evening.
Shooting 2.
And both free throws good for Wembanyama.
To have a big who's great at the line, such a plus.
Fox against Van Vliet. And some nice defense there to end the quarter. And so the San Antonio Spurs closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. They're communicating well and stringing together stops. Back after this. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, guys, what's your take on the Spurs so far?
They're off to a rock-solid start. They brought a well-thought-out plan into this one.
Well, let's see if they're able to keep it up. So far, their shot selection and ball movement has been on point.
So the Houston 5 right now. Van Vliet and Shepard, they're the guards. Alperon Şengün out there with Clint Capella. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3 spot. Now here's Van Vliet. No points yet. Here's Shepard. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got 4 rebounds in the game. The 3rd pick in the 2024 NBA draft. Reed Shepard didn't see as much action as he would have liked his rookie year, RJ.
BA, he only played in 52 games, averaging about 12 minutes. Reed did get time in the G League, but listen, Rockets were a number 2 seed. It is tough to crack those rotations.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey, the Rockets have become a fearsome defensive team, and Coach Ime Udoka said, our young guys were tired of losing, and they bought into it. A huge part is just shifting the mentality and doing our part on that end. Understanding how much that impacts winning, it is a non-negotiable for me. Back to you guys.
They are bought in. Allie, we appreciate the report. San Antonio with the ball. After the basket by Houston. Outside Barnes. Nice move. Wembanyama, effortless inside.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, BA. Not sure what got into him.
So San Antonio ends up going with a new group. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Durant's checked in. Van Vliet, the pass to Durant. And so far in this one, 2 for 4.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Here's Harper. Oh, he missed the layup. He had him with the pump fake. Durant takes it in, and the shot goes in. Durant's got 4 points this quarter.
That's easy money for Durant. Just too long, too skilled.
Harper passes to Johnson, and it's stolen by Finney Smith. Durant inside. He's got 6. Back to Finney-Smith. Pass to Şengün. Now here's Durant. The D's right on him. That doesn't go either for Durant. Spurs lead by 8. Out left to the wing. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Harper, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And as we start up the NBA Cup, let's explain to our viewers how the groups are formed.
Sure thing, B.A. First, you only play teams from your conference. The groups are drawn based off of last year's standings, so they try to keep it even in terms of quality of team.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Smith, he's checked in for Clint Capella. Eason comes in for Finney-Smith. And it's Amin Thompson in for Van Vliet. For San Antonio, they've gone a terrific 4 of 5 here in the second quarter. And he dunks it down.
The Rook, Dylan Harper, showing some power.
Rockets trail by 12. Here's Thompson. The Rockets with another miss. Here's Harper, guarded by Durant. From deep, Johnson. Smith with the rebound.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
And the bucket is good.
An excellent pull-up jump shooter. Smith doesn't need much airspace to do some damage.
We've got 1:13 left to play in the first half. Pass to Johnson. Here's Harper, defended by Thompson. San Antonio needs to get off a shot. Champagne's shot is off. Rockets trail by 10. Smith outside. Eason, the pass to Durant. Off target with the 3.
He just looks off this quarter. Looks like he's forcing it a bit right now, a little bit in his head.
And here's the timeout from Mitch Johnson now. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. One thing people notice about Dylan Harper, he loves to get going downhill.
Yeah, he delights in bullying his way through a defense, using a blend of speed and size to get to where he wants to go.
Clint Capella, he's checked in for Houston. And here's a timeout from Mitch Johnson. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. There's 37 seconds left in the first half.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Here's Durant. Rebound by San Antonio. Wembanyama's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Let's just say his subpar shooting is just one reason why they are trailing in this ball game.
Barnes passes to Vassell. Fox with the ball. Pass to Wembanyama. Thompson with a steal. And so the San Antonio Spurs ending the quarter up 10. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this.
Welcome to the halftime show. And if they're going to turn this around, it's going to be a long road back for the Houston Rockets.
They need to go to their locker room and watch film of shooting. The best shooters in the world. Like me. No, I'm just playing.
Hey, in your career, you shot almost 50% from the field. It's not such a bad idea. And now, an opportunity to check out the old social media feed. Papa No Look 3 is curious as to whether Shaq could have made it as a stretch 5.
Look, there's an easy way to answer that. Shaq, how many threes did you make in your NBA career?
One more than everybody watching at home.
Good point. But then they didn't answer. How many dunks did you have? Stretch 5? No, we're going inside the big fella.
Thank you, Kenny.
And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. You know, Victor Wembanyama has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, but his blocks tell only part of the story. His presence alone is making an impact on defense.
And you can bet that that's had an effect the rest of the way. Guys won't be trying to take him one-on-one because he alters just as many shots as he blocks.
Now here's Fox. Fox at the 1 with Castle at the 2. Barnes plays the 4 with Wemby standing tall in the middle. And it's Vassell in at the small forward position. That's the San Antonio 5. Deflects the pass. 6 to shoot. Wembanyama against Eason. Wembanyama, no good.
And usually that's a bucket for him, but look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
Here's Şengün. And slammed it home. And a foul. A chance at another point at the line. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
Lots of promise in Şengün's game. Certainly has the frame to be special.
Rockets trail by 8. Outside Eason. Smith with it. He's picked up by Barnes. Tries to break his ice. Durant, so effective inside.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Thompson passes to Durant. Back to Thompson. Again with the block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Protecting the rim well. Love the hustle. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, Brian. Well, Victor Wembanyama drawing fans league-wide. Pacers coach Rick Carlisle proclaimed, "I've never seen a player like this. I'm in awe of his talent, his size, his aptitude for the game, his skill, his feel, you name it." And in due time, it's very possible that he will be the face of world basketball. Back to you.
He's taken over. Okay, Allie, good stuff. Here's Durant. They grab their own miss. And Şengün gets it to go. Şengün's got 4 points in the quarter.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Here's Fox. Tipped. Outside for Wembanyama. They set the pick. The shot off that time. Rockets trail by 4. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's on Devin Vassell. We're seeing more and more teams playing 5 out now, RJ, with big men who can shoot from 3. Is that where the game's headed?
Those players are still hard to find, but I think more 7-footers will look to develop their long-distance shooting. It's becoming the new norm.
And Houston making a change here. Van Vliet's checked in. And he drops it first. Eason hits them both. The Spurs have gotten just 1 of 5 shots to drop since halftime. Fox with the ball. He's picked up by Eason. And Fox powers it home.
Nice use of the pick there. Fox lost the defender and capitalized.
Lets it go from 11. They get it back. Şengün. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wembanyama. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. And Durant gets it to go.
I just love the ball move.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Outside Wembanyama. Yes! And a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got his 4th assist in this one. Left side Eason puts up a 3. Another 3 from Houston.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
All right, the Rockets making a switch here. Finney Smith's checked in. On the take. Oh, and he brings it down with a 2-handed jam.
And slicing and dicing the D to pieces on the attack. Harper has a good feel for when to drive.
Van Vliet outside. 1:16 left in the third. Nice shot by Durant.
His accuracy is on another level this quarter. Really high quality shooting.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. And now a look at the upcoming schedule for the San Antonio Spurs. On Saturday, they'll take on Zion Williamson and the New Orleans Pelicans. Then on Monday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Chicago going up against the Bulls.
And you know, for that matchup with the Warriors, it's one that should be a fun contest. The way the teams stack up against each other makes for good basketball.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Capella, he's checked in for Alperen Şengün. Harris comes in for Durant, and it's Shepard in for Amen Thompson.
That's 2 points they should have had. I'm sure he'd love to get that look again.
Driving to the basket, the three. No good. For Houston, they've gotten 7 of 12 shots to drop in the third. Pass to Van Vliet. 15 seconds left to play in the third. And there's Shepard. That one's good on the assist from Van Vliet. Van Vliet's got 3 assists tonight. And Harper gets it to go. Harper's got 4 points now in the quarter.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
That's the end of the third, and it's tied up. After a quick break, we're coming right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Fourth quarter on the court for the Rockets. Van Vliet and Shepard, they're the guards. Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Alperen Şengün, and it's Capella in at the 5 spot.
His hang time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, BA.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team. Now here's Van Vliet. Six on the shot clock. From 17, rebound by San Antonio. They held a 12-point lead earlier. They'll be playing host to New Orleans for their next one. That'll be the second and last game of a quick homestand. And so it's Mitch Johnson here calling timeout. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. Kevin Durant, he's checked in for Houston. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Over the last break, I listened in on Mitch Johnson's huddle. Coach was blunt with his assessment. He said to throw out everything that happened until now. It is a brand new game, and it's only a few minutes. Leave it out on the floor. Back to you guys.
And Allie, thanks. And the Spurs with some changes. Castle outside. Wembanyama, screen on Durant. Outside Wembanyama. Wembanyama, just too good.
And now with 2 3-pointers in each half, he's really doing his all to help his team out from deep.
Here's Durant. He gets it in there.
Teams have always tried to be physical with KD in the paint. Tried being the key word.
Wembanyama, screen on Van Vliet. Here's Fox. Fox gets it to go inside.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Van Vliet with it. Fox picks him up. Van Vliet, the pass to Durant. Over Fox. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama.
Just a shot eraser. You never know where Wemby is, but you always know he's around.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Spurs.
They've been just suffocating on defense the whole game. Look at their shot blocking. The opposition doesn't have any room to breathe.
Well, another major factor in the offensive performance was the fast break. Converting on those chances when they get them tonight.
Houston making some changes. Smith, he's checked in for Capella. Eason comes in for Finney-Smith. And it's Thompson in for Fred VanVleet. And it's in there!
After a poor offensive first half, some nice adjustments made by the staff, and their shooting percentage is climbing.
And he racks up 2.
Adds to their lead. They've been able to rely on him all night.
Rockets trail by 5. On the wing, Thompson. He's covered by Fox. Şengün, a screen on Fox. Here's Durant. Şengün! Castle pulls it down. We're in the final quarter play here. 3 minutes in. Şengün with a steal. Now Durant. Bucket!
When you need points, when you want points, Şengün is the option.
Now Fox. Barnes with a screen on Thompson. Here's Castle, outside Wembanyama. No good from 3! Now Durant. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. From 13. Fox there for the rebound.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity from the mid-range. He can hit that.
And there's the drive. Lays it in easily.
What energy from Fox when they're up against it, proving he's ready to be that guy.
Durant inside. He started by Castle.
He is one of the most elite scorers we have seen. You want KD with the ball.
And so it's Fox with it. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Here's Wembanyama. Oh, Wemby! Finishing off the lob from way up there.
No fear in this young man. We're already getting a sense of Wembanyama's killer instinct.
Durant with it. Fox picks him up.
What a big shot from Durant. This guy is the definition of clutch.
This might be a turning point.
Massive possession here.
Here's Castle. 23 seconds left to play in the fourth.
First personal foul. First team foul.
He gets the first, and that gives him a 4-point cushion.
This is a huge spot for Castle here.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Well, how about the poise he showed there, making this a 2-possession game.
Now a timeout called by Houston. They're trailing by 5. Any speculation on what we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
No doubt. They've got to get a quick bucket here.
Yeah, it has to be fast. They got to take the first good look they get.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Second personal foul.
He drops the first one, and that increases the lead to 6. And the second free throw, no good. Tough break there. Here's Thompson. Eason can't get the 3, and he commits the intentional foul. He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And he hits both free throws here, and it's an 8-point ball game. And so it's San Antonio with the W. And remember, tonight's win means they're 1-0 in the NBA Cup. A great start to the group stage.
Well, getting that first win under your belt is huge. They still have 3 games left, but they're in a great position going forward.
And that about wraps it up. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching. And we present the player of the game, Victor Wembanyama.